The attack on the family by the church. The family is the basic unit of society. God's plan is for every child to have a father and mother, and the father is the head of the family. This is a spiritual position. The father has the responsibility of transmitting his faith to the rest of the family. He is to be an example to them and make sure the children grow up in the Lord. In the Bible, every major decision was made by the father. If a man wanted to marry a woman, he had to ask the woman's father for permission. Now I know this sort of thing is light years away from where we are now, but the spiritual principles still apply. I notice over and over again that if a couple do not have real faith in Jesus, then their children will not grow up in the Lord. The children may of course make their own decision for the Lord later in life, but God's plan is for the godly parents to raise godly children, and this is the father's responsibility. Many men have abandoned this responsibility altogether because the church has not taught them about it. The church is where families should receive teaching that will guide and protect them. However, as soon as churches decided to allow women to take authority over men in the church, the role of the father as head of the family was undermined. What I've seen happening now is that women in the church are listening to women teachers rather than listening to their husbands, which is what the Bible tells them to do. 1 Corinthians chapter 14 verses 34 to 35. Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home, for it is a shame for women to speak in the church. We are getting to a point where women in the church are actually less biblically minded than naturally minded women in the world. If a woman in the world who is simply guided by her conscience just wants to marry, support her husband, and have children, she may end up joining a church where she is taught to be independent from her husband, despise homemakers, and hate the authority of men in the church and at home. This is exactly what is happening at the moment. As the church becomes feminized and men stop speaking out and teaching the gospel from God's word. Men who do so are either characterized as being misogynist or as being stupid and uncaring. The effect of this demonization of men has been catastrophic for young men in particular, who are left with no effective role models. Many people are religious, which is something that doesn't count for much in God's kingdom. What counts is being genuinely born again. When children grow up with religious parents who are not born again, they know that their parents' religion is fake, and they will not follow the faith when they grow to independence. This is a very common pattern today. The mother takes on the spiritual leadership of the home and follows whatever religious ideas she has. The father aborts his position and tries to find something to fill the gap. Work, sport, music, entertainment, and so on. The children grow up confused but know that their parents are just following their own ideas rather than a real faith. If the parents say they are Christian but don't follow the Bible, the children will believe that the Bible is just a book of stories and that all religion is just hypocrisy. The one group of people you can't fool is your own children. Being a Christian means that we love the Lord and follow his commands. As Jesus himself says, "If ye love me, keep my commandments." So let us not conform to the pattern of this current age, but let us follow the ways of the Lord. So thank you for listening. If you found this video interesting, you can find more information at prophecy-workshop.com.